So you're so addicted to golf that you need to install a putting green at your house so you don't have to go to the course every time. I can relate to that. Unless you hole out, there's only one club in the bag that you have to use on every hole, and that is the putter. So in order to become a good golfer, putting practice is absolutely essential. Sometimes driving to the course every day to practice your putting can be a bit of a hassle though. So today we're going to talk about how to build your own personal putting green in your very own backyard. Go ahead and dive on in and explore the key factors that influence the cost of installing a putting green at your home. First thing we're going to talk about is the size of the putting green. Obviously the size has a lot to do with the cost, but putting greens can be customized to fit into various different areas. The larger the area of the surface, the more material cost, the more labor, aka the more money that you're going to be spending. Some general pricing guidelines are as follows. 2,000 square feet and larger, which sounds incredible, is $11 to $20 per square feet. 400 to 2,000 square feet is likely going to run you anywhere from $16 to $25 per square foot. And under 200 square feet is typically going to be over $25 per square foot. Next, and one that I feel is super important if you're trying to build a really quality putting green, is the material that you use. These things can really influence the price, but you want to spend here so you have a more realistic putting green to practice on. A lot of people want to try to go the natural grass route, and while that does sound the most appealing, it can just become a lot to maintain. Unless you stay on top of it, it's going to get pretty difficult to match it to any course that you play on. Because of its low maintenance requirements and durability, synthetic turf has become a really popular option, and if it's shaved down to where it's not super shaggy, this is probably the best way to go. You know how big your putting green is going to be, and you know the material that it's going to be made of. Now let's talk about other features that you can add. At first, it may sound cool to just have a simple layer of synthetic turf, couple holes, there you go. But this stuff has become so advanced that you can get bunkers, you can get dry creeks, things like that to really elevate the experience. If you're wanting to practice putting through a break, you can also add some slopes or undulations to the green as well. Keep in mind that while all these things are definitely going to make the experience much better, they are also definitely going to raise the cost. The design is the next big step in getting putting green in your backyard. Once again, it may seem like just laying some turf down and cutting some holes out, but there's a lot more that goes into it than that. Truly, if you want a good putting green, it's a pretty complex process. The ground that the putting green is going to go on is going to have to be properly prepared. You're going to want to make sure there's proper drainage. The accessibility to the area is also a really important factor, because if it's not an easily accessible area, getting tools and equipment to that place can make the price higher. Finally, the thing has to be installed, and you want this to be done extremely precisely. The last thing you want is for your green to be finished, it looks amazing, you're really enjoying it, and then maybe a storm comes through, and next thing you know, you've got lumps and ripples all in your turf, creating a non-realistic putting experience that's no fun or no good for anybody. And of course, once it's in, make sure you have a budget set aside for ongoing maintenance. While once again, there's not quite as much when it comes to synthetic turf, you're going to want to make sure you have some money set aside for regular brushing, maybe some spot cleaning, and just general maintenance. If you don't take good care of your putting green, by the time you actually get out on the course, practicing on this is actually going to hurt you more than it's going to help you. So all things considered, if you're looking on the smaller end, you're probably still going to be spending at least a few $1,000s for a good quality putting green in your backyard. And this can get all the way up to $8, $9, $10, $15, $20,000 depending on the size and the quality of the putting green. If you're still thinking about getting a putting green, remember all these key factors, and remember that this can provide a ton of fun and some really good practice as well. Take the time and do the research on the local suppliers and contractors, get some quotes, and make sure that you're getting the best value for your investment. And it is an investment beyond just into your golf game, because if you do this well, it's going to have a positive impact on the value of your home. Is it worth that much to turn your backyard into a golfer's paradise? That's for you to decide. For me, I just hope you found this video helpful. If you did enjoy the video, or maybe even if you didn't, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you have a putting green in your backyard. Be sure just to stay tuned in to the channel for more videos like this one. Once again, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one.